Key features of CBE. To understand CBE more deeply, let's unpack its core features. 1. Focus on mastery in traditional systems. Learners often move forward with their class based on age or time spent in school, even if key concepts aren't solid. In CBE, learners only move forward when they have mastered the necessary competencies. Progress is about ability, not seat time. Point 2. Clear, measurable learning outcomes. Competencies are not vague goals. They are specific, observable, measurable statements of what learners should be able to do. Teachers and learners alike can see exactly what success looks like. Point 3. Personalized learning paths. Because learners have different backgrounds, paces, interests, and needs, CBE allows flexibility. Students may take different paths or use diverse resources to achieve the same competencies. Point 4. Frequent, formative assessment. Assessment in CBE isn't an occasional event. It's woven into daily learning. Teachers observe, provide feedback, and adjust instruction as learners work toward mastery. Learners are active participants in their own assessment. Point 5. Practical application. CBE emphasizes real-world relevance. Learning activities and assessments mirror actual contexts where competencies will be used, whether in further education, the workplace, or community life. Why Kenya is adopting Kenya's education reforms, including the Competency-Based Curriculum, CBC, are rooted in the recognition that traditional education models were insufficient for preparing young people for the fast-changing demands of the 21st century. Educators, employers, and families increasingly agree that memorizing facts is not enough. Learners must use knowledge meaningfully. Job markets demand skills like critical thinking, communication, problem-solving, collaboration, and digital literacy. Global competitiveness requires adaptable learners who can face uncertainty and innovate. Education must be inclusive and equitable. How CBE shifts the teacher's role. If we understand why CBE matters, we also see how it changes teaching. In CBE, teachers are not deliverers of content. They are learning designers who create meaningful tasks, assessors who gather and interpret evidence, facilitators who guide learners' progress, feedback partners who help learners improve, advocates for learner persistence and confidence. These are powerful roles, ones that require skill, reflection, and intention. Common misconceptions about CBE. Before we go further, let's bust some myths. Myth 1. CBE is just a fancy name for good teaching. Truth. While good teaching has always mattered, CBE brings a framework that systematically connects classroom activities, assessments, and learner outcomes. It's not just good intentions, it's focused, measurable, and learner-driven. Myth 2. CBE replaces assessment with only performance tasks. Truth. CBE includes multiple forms of assessment. Projects and real tasks are important, but written tests, discussions, demonstrations, and observations all contribute to evidence of competence. Myth 3. Tests are gone in CBE. Truth. Tests are not eliminated. They are one of many tools used, and their results are interpreted as part of a broader view of learner ability. Myth 4. CBE neglects content knowledge. Truth. Content still matters, but the focus is on applying content in meaningful contexts rather than memorizing disconnected facts. A day in a CBE classroom. Vision. Imagine the scene. Learners arrive and check a competency checklist for the day. Some students work independently on tasks they have not yet mastered. Others collaborate on a group project applying a math concept to solve a community problem. The teacher circulates, observing, asking probing questions, giving feedback. A learner practices a skill until proficiency is demonstrated. A portfolio on the wall shows growth over time. The atmosphere is intentional, active, interactive, and focused on real learning.